just to a quick mention that also EA says that they will not increase the price of the games to $80 yet. So this is from Battlefield Bulletin, and he basically says, according to Andrew Wilson's comments, EA is in a far different world than just 10 years ago. Yeah, that's what he says. I quote, "We now have a pricing representing everything from free-to-play all the way to deluxe editions and beyond. While it's true that the selling physical copies of games in a plastic box and retail shelves is still part of our business, it's a significantly small part of our business." So he basically says the initial price tag of $70-$80 doesn't really matter because, long story short, microtransactions, boy, that's where all the money is.
Yeah, that's basically saying the quiet part out loud. Well, what's the quiet part? The quiet part is what he said is I'm making a fuck ton of money.
Yep.
That's basically what I gleaned from that. I'm making a fuck ton of money. And for me to just charge you $80 for a game, what do I care? Because this, like he pointed out and he said, while physical media is not a major part of our business model, it is still a part of our business model. Okay, well, one of the biggest expenses is physical media. The printing, the pressing, the packaging, the design for all that shit, all of it. With a digital download, you just need 12 screenshots and a fucking thumbnail and a YouTube video and you're good to go. And just here's the download.
Also, I remember there was a joke in our friend group. My dude bought a physical copy of some game, right? It was cheaper than the digital version of the game.
And it still was just a goddamn download queuer.
That's what it was. Thing. Yeah, it was just a box.
That's the thing that people don't fucking understand. It's like you're not... A lot of times with the physical media that you're buying now, like your PlayStation discs and shit like that, I will fucking bet you bar none 99% of those fucking physical copies is literally just a goddamn download link burned to a DVD. Because everybody, I just fucking bought the game and I gotta download a day one patch. Like, bitch, you ain't downloading the day one patch. You downloading the fucking game.
It's just so funny that the physical one.
Because it's gotta install, doesn't it? Does it install? Because if it installs, then don't tell me they can't hide a download function in the background while it's installing. Because these consoles have to have online all the fucking time. Like, come on, people. Use your brains. You're not buying the game. Like, the apocalypse is going to come, and you're not going to be able to throw your PS5 disc in and play that shit.
Yeah.
I'm going to be chilling with my Nintendo.
A piece of plastic is cheaper than a fucking digital download. The world we live in.
But yet they still wanted to use those costs. But yet this is the other thing that people forget. They still kept using those costs as an excuse to jack the price up to $60 in the first fucking place.
Yeah.
Go back and look. Go back and look when they made $60 the fucking standard from $50. What was the excuse? Well, the cost of physical print media is going up, so our prices need to be reflective of that. Well, now here we are. The price point's fixing to be $80, and y'all are getting rid of physical media for the most part. It ain't the labor that's gone up in order to justify a $20 per unit cost for a fucking download. A download.
Yep. But
so
also,
what is the problem?
Also, the way I see it, like I said, we going back on the previous conversation we talked about, that they actually seem worried about this game in some shape or form. Which means they fucking give a damn.
Means they give a damn, or they think something is in that game that we are not gonna fucking like.
But they probably also, but they also need to get the trust back from the player base and the player, and the community and the gamers and everything. Like, hey, it's a good Battlefield game. Why not get for like a bit cheaper than your other games that $80? Why not just get like this? Hey, you will save $10, but damn, you're gonna have so much fun playing this game.
It would be the smartest thing in the world for them to launch this game at a $60 price point. Okay, we know it. There's gonna be microtransactions. There's gonna be season passes. So you mean to tell me, Electronic Arts, you can't swallow a $20 loss per download, which isn't even really a fucking loss if you think about it, okay? You mean to tell me you can't swallow that per download to make yourself stand out in the market against your competitors. If you throw your game out for the initial download cheaper than the rest of your competitors, you're going to net sales, volume sales. I mean, there it is right there. And then on top of that, you're going to have microtransactions. You're going to have fucking... you're going to have all of this shit. Oh, well, people who are going after a cheaper game aren't necessarily going to buy the microtransactions. True. But here's the thing. There's still going to be those people that are going to spend ridiculous amounts of money on that shit. And what you're failing to understand is the install base of those people who were turned away from an $80 game that have now just spent $50. Let's just say you get one sale for $80, okay? Tell me which one is going to make more. You get player A who spends $80 on the base game, spends $20 on cosmetics, and $10 a month on a pass, okay? All in all, in grand total, that player is spending about $220 in 1 year for that game. That is how much money you've made in 1 year off one person, okay? Now, you have 4 people who buy the game at $50 a pop because those people wouldn't normally have bought the game at $80. And now they go, oh shit, well, I bought the base game for $50. Well, now I want to buy some cosmetics for $20. Does everybody see where this is going? If you let the base game go out for a little bit cheaper, people are going to be a little bit more inclined in order to want to buy some cosmetics, at least at some point, and you're still going to make more money on the volume. Stop whale chasing, you whores. Fucking math.
Also, fun. I mean, people will buy. Well, I mean, it kind of goes to it's from previous episode conversation I had with Andre, because he said that he's not willing to pay for cosmetic in a game if he knows that cosmetic is not gonna be good in a year or two, and he knows that a new Battlefield game is coming out, nothing will transfer. Who cares, right? Why should I buy cosmetic? Doesn't matter. I'll just pay for Battlefield. I don't care. If they can if they can bring that trust that, hey, the shit you buy won't disappear anytime soon.
It's value. They need to establish value with what they are making, with what they're asking people in order to purchase. And you're absolutely right. That's another good point. And that, for me personally, is a reason why I don't sink a shitload of money into cosmetics and stuff. Because when the game's over, they don't come with me. Now, I understand from a marketing perspective, that's a great thing. Because throwaway culture that we live in and nowadays is just, oh, well, it's done, it's dead, just get rid of it and buy new again. Ha 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 ha, how wasteful. This concept has made its way into video gaming, where you could spend 4 or 5 years investing in a game, and then all of a sudden the publisher will just go, well, the next iteration's coming out, and now, okay, let's say hypothetically you're some whale and you've spent $5,000 on cosmetics and shit. Me personally speaking, if I was that person and 4 years in, I'm only getting $1,000. You know, that's $1,000 a year that you're paying, quintessentially. A little more, but still. I'd be pretty fucking burned on that. I would be more inclined in order to stick with the previous iteration where I have invested a lot of money. And this is the point that I was getting at earlier with Grand Theft Auto. Because there's going to be those people, and it's going to be a niche audience, but they're going to go, I spent fucking $8,000 on my goddamn Grand Theft Auto 5 account. I'm not doing it again for Grand Theft Auto 6. Some people got divorced because of that, you know.
Wait, is that real?
There were plenty of stories of people, like, within, 2 weeks of GTA Online coming out where kids were, hitting their parents' fucking credit card for shark cards for, $2,000 at a shot. There were people who were dumping their fucking life savings out to buy fucking shark cards up for GTA Online cash. I mean, if you give people the tools to be depraved, they will be depraved. It's human nature. So there you go. The problem being is you're a scumbag when you exploit that nature.
I might as well throw this story out. Okay, so I will not give you details and so on. So for a publisher I worked, for one publisher, there was this game. I will not mention which game, but it's a very popular game that comes out every year. People buy not cosmetics, just they buy microtransactions in that game, right? There was this dude.
Oh, I know this story.
From a certain country. My dude spends $130K on microtransactions every fucking year on the new game. I was shown that data. And we were making fun of oh, This guy spends 130K every year on this franchise to do something.
And that's wild.
And we were making fun of this guy. Oh, this year he spent 128K or 25. I can't remember how it was.
Must have had a good year.
My dude slacking. Must be something happening in his life. It's like problems at home, I
it
guess.
doesn't surprise me, though. I mean, that's that. But those are the types of people that they want to cater more for. And this is a huge problem in every... And it's not just in gaming. It seems to be like this seems to be a problem in markets in general. Let's just appease to the big money, even though there's not much big money out there that wants to spend big money. But why aren't we making any money? Well, I mean, okay, McDonald's, when I've got to spend $25 for a fucking burger meal, when I can go to the goddamn grocery store and for that same $25 buy enough hamburger meat, french fries, and toppings and shit in order to make that meal 5 fucking times over, you've priced yourself out of your market.
Yep.
And if I ain't got the money to buy it, I ain't got the money to buy it. That's all there is to it. It's just dumb. I mean, I get it. You want to hit the lottery and you want to make some fucking money, but it seems to be like the concept of volume sales is just gone. Let's just make a shitload of money on one big fucking purchase, and then we can just cash out and be done. And it's this weird instant gratification bullshit, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. People need to stop.